Hello everyone, my name is Lance090 and welcome back to Let's Play RImworld. We'll do a new series of course this time, with version 16 that everyone's all hyped up about because it had some awesome new stuff. And this game's really come quite a long way since where it used to be. So let's get into it. This screen is still the same, but do I want to turn any different mods on? Let me take a look here. It's kind of looking at these. Turn on basic training. Hopefully it doesn't need any dependencies. But we just got some basic mods here. Efficient light makes it so that light bulbs don't use a ridiculous amount of power. Medical tab just makes the medical tab a little bit easier to read. More turrets of different kinds and different sizes. Tilled soil makes it so you can till soil to get more value out of it. Animals tab adds an animals tab. Or it adds extra functionality to the animals tab. Just lets you find out more about people who are running from pirates and who want to join your base, because normally they're just random, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. So this helps you decide if you want to turn them away or not. Fuses. These are electrical fuses that can mitigate the negative effects of a battery discharge. Less rebuff makes it so people aren't quite as angry when they get rebuffed by someone they're trying to get into the pants of the other person with. Whereas rich soil just makes it so rich soil is easier visible, so it's a visual mod. And basic training makes it so you can build training dummies for shooting and melee attacks. So nothing major. I don't remember deactivating any mods there though. I think all I did was turn on. It's too bad hospitality is not working. I'd like to turn that one on. I'm going to not restart because I don't think we need it. Same 3 AI storytellers. There's still room for more there, so I don't know if they're gonna add more or not. I imagine they might add more. I feel like they might add one that scales by not by time passing by, but like your progress perhaps. Probably just something to make it so you don't have to leave the planet ultimately if you don't want to. But you might not even have to anymore, which we'll get into that in a moment. I'm just going to put it on some challenge because, you know, this game can start pretty easy. It does get kind of ridiculously hard as you progress here. Let's see. This world... I'll leave the temperature on normal. Let's call it Rubia. This is one of the other names I use for my planets and my sci-fi world building stuff. It's going to take a long time to generate this with 100% world coverage, and this is the big new change to the game, which we will see in, well, just a moment, depending on how long changing it to 100% is. You don't have to set it to 100%, but what it'll do is it'll only render like half the world, and it's just like, I kind of want the whole thing to be there, even if I'm not going to use it. It's just one of those things. I have a really good computer, so it should be fine. I say that, but then everything's not optimized in these kind of games, and even when you have a beefy-ass computer, stuff falls behind. Speaking of, I have my fan port covered up. That's probably not a good idea. There we go. Okay, it is going to take a little bit of time to generate. There we go. So this is the big, huge, gigantic change in the game. Is that there's a fully rendered globe now instead of just a 2D plane. Which I didn't mind the 2D plane, but this is pretty cool too. So all these houses are towns. I'm guessing... I'd say the red ones are probably more aggressive than the blue ones. But I think the case is there's just 2 total factions for each of these groups. So we have 2 factions of colonies. And that's just the difference differentiate between the two, we have the Butlandi Sovereign Concord and the unification of the Southeast Eve Hala. I don't know why it's Southeast Eve Hala when they span the entire planet here, but yeah, there's just two of them. And the same for the tribes, there's two different tribes. I feel like that might change in the future. I feel like there'll probably be more of each instead of just two of each. And then the same thing goes for pirates, although I only see one color of pirate here. I think there was two colors of pirate, pirates in my last game. So that's definitely interesting that there's this one group of pirates that might think things a little bit easier. So where do we want to colonize? Well, as usual, I'm not too adventurous. I do always want to try like a ridiculous run on these type of games, but this is a big ask. I'd rather have the resources available to me that I want. But I think I want to start in the temperate forest, most likely. And then, now the mountains, instead of being like... I don't think they were their own biome, but now they're kind of like stacked up like this. You can kind of see the difference between mountains and stuff. Just very cool stuff. Let's switch to this terrain map mode. Main thing is picking somewhere that's safe-ish. Well, I don't know the full extent of how proximity to pirates affects how often they attack you. I don't really know that very well. I don't really want to be in a tropical rainforest, but the grassland areas are a little bit limited here. Maybe here. What do we got? Year-round growing time? I don't think I want year-round, because I like to have a little bit of temperature extremes. What do we have over here? We got like 30-day grow period. I'm looking for places that are simultaneously safe looking and also kind of what we're looking for. I don't think I want to be like right next door to someone. This is like a weird little pocket of around. It's close to the equator. Where do we want to be? Kind of cool. What's this? Oh, it's just like a very small sliver of boreal forest. Okay, well. Where's that first place you're looking at over here? Year-round growing period, though. That just means there's no winter time, which is kind of sad. $40 days? The growing period? I don't know what these, like, movement time things mean. Oh, I guess that means how long it takes for someone to travel through these squares. Yes, that is what that means. So these areas are impassable. So I like to I want to kind of nook myself into a corner where they can't really push me back. Relatively safe. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Large zone. Auto. Yeah, auto. Month is fine. Do not randomize the site. Let's click next. Okay, don't have prepare carefully on, but we are gonna re-roll quite a bit here. Just to get something that seems reasonable. A really good shooting skill. You're okay at construction and okay at cooking. Generally not that great. You have really good cooking, but you cannot dumb labor, which is annoying. Fast walker is nice. You can shoot decently well. This person is okay on paper, depending on who my other people are. You're really good at medicine and construction. And growing. Prefer to be nude. Ooh, you have bad back. No, not with bad back. Everything else was really great, but no, not bad back. Anything but bad back I will take. Too smart. I think your rental break threshold's gonna be too high with this. Pretty good worker and pretty good at training up as well. Good at social. You can do some other things, so maybe. How about you? Wait, were you okay? You're a really good cook. Let's see. Annoying voice. I think that's funny that that's a thing. Alcohol addiction. I don't know how bad that is. Cooking and medicine. Intellectual and scary. Depressive. Permanent mood effect -12. We also have a better... Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so this will be our construction person who can also talk and shoot. So this person's good. Next person. You're good at cooking, but not much else. I think we're going to randomize you. You're good on the lower half of the tree, but these two are really later game kind of skills. They don't help us much at the start, so I'm going to roll you again. Do you need someone who can grow? Are you good at growing? No. Let's do crafting. You're pretty good at growing. But you're really not much use of anything else. Put you on maybe. Let's reroll this person. Now we need a cook, right? Yeah, now we need someone who can cook and medicine as well. Maybe cooking and medicine. You have really good growing. You're slow. Wow, you're like ridiculous. You've been a super soldier your entire life. A brawler, volatile. That's funny. He's just unadulterated badass, but our other person's good enough at the job to get it done. Oh yeah, we need someone who can mine as well. You can't mine. Okay. Mining. Really good at growing, but growing doesn't take very long, so I kind of need people who can do other things. Man, you can't do much. Well, if you're not very good at researching, though. You are crazy good at researching. But you're also not allowed to do anything. And you also had a bad back, so fuck that. I don't like to scum this much, but I'm not looking for perfection, I'm just looking for people who can fill what we need. Like, we really need someone who can mine, so I think I'm just going to re-roll until I see a good mining score here. We may miss some good characters. Okay, you have a good alcohol addiction. I don't know how you're lazy. No. There's just some stats, some traits that are just like, okay, that's game over if they have that trait, because they're basically useless. You would mine really fast. You just can't do much of anything else. Your entire life would be mining. which isn't necessarily the end of the world. Man, that would be their entire life is mining. Like, they do nothing else. Then I need someone who can cook. But also medicine, that's kind of the thing. Oh wait, no one has growing either. So maybe this person... Fuck lazy though, dude. It's minus 20%. It's a lot worse than you'd think. Like 20% is really big. They're like really, really slow. You have the medicine. Man, we kind of need too many skills. I think this person has to get rerolled. Man, they would be just really good at mining though. You can't do enough stuff, I think. Cooking and medicine. Abrasive and ugly, but you can haul. No one's gonna like you though. Everyone's gonna not like you. Cooking, medicine. Okay, so that means this person needs to have mining and growing. And even medicine. It's just not something you use very much. I'm sorry. I had better luck last time rolling decent people. I didn't have to like re-roll a bunch. Pretty good at growing. But not really. Sometimes I wonder if the more you re-roll, the weaker they get. Mining. Oh, you're a sloth. Okay. There's weird overlap on these people's skills is the problem here. Wow, okay, I didn't have anything. You're incapable of everything, but you can grow and you can medicine. You can research too. You can construct and shoot. That's optional. I think this person's good now. Will this be it? No, we need someone with mining. Fuck. You have medicine. God, they just don't have. They're just not lined up right. Like, they're not getting, like. It's hard to say. It's like they're getting really good skills that they don't use very often. Jesus, you're really good at shooting, but you're horrible at everything else. People can get cancer now too, like that other guy had cancer there. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and just re-roll until I get something that's decent. I'm sorry I had to do that. I didn't have to do it in my like practice game I was doing. But we're not having any luck here, so I'll be back in half a second. Okay, I am back. Finally got it to work out. So we have our first character, which we didn't re-roll. I don't even think we re-rolled them from the start. I think they just this character was good. Shooting, social construction, and they can research. This person has a higher research skill though. This person is medicine, growing, research. This person cooking. They can actually construct too, which wasn't intentional, but they can cook and mine was the thing I was looking for in this person. They're pyromaniac, which is a little bit scary. They'll occasionally start fires and never extinguish them. Hopefully that doesn't pop very often. So let's just name these characters. I'm going to name them after some of my friends here. Let's see. This person will be Siffy. Not their real names, of course. This is like their character names. This person. Now they're. This box is open. Like, and just put some weird random letters here. Because I just wanted to activate that middle box there. And we're good to go. Okay. For some reason, my recording button didn't work to start recording again here. It's always frustrating when that randomly decides to be the case. Don't know what causes it. It's popped up a few times. Alright, you know the drill at this point. Alright, someone has a drug addiction. Expect your cause and desires to take a drug in the needs tab as long as their need is at 0. Need level is at 0, their addiction changes to withdrawal state. Okay. Who's addicted though? I don't remember taking someone who's addicted. Oh, you have a go juice addiction. Okay, didn't catch that on that character, otherwise I possibly would have decided to re-roll them. That's fine, we'll try to live with it here. Them in an insane asylum if we have to. Alright. Just permit a bunch of items at the start here. Big old wolf right over there, wanting to eat our face off, unless it's our pet. No, we have a tiny little cat. Pretty useless. This is a dwarf fortress where there's vermin that the cat will take care of. Ooh, there's like a big room in there. That's probably bad news. Well, this area here is kind of interesting. It's right in here. Not really near the rich soil. I never seem to be near the rich soil though. Alright. Work. Only one person can firefight. That's kind of scary. I prefer that person to. Everyone can construct, which is weird. But right now, Sci-Fi is going to be the only person to grow mine. Yes. You're kind of going to be our designated plant cutter. I'm going to turn the crafting skills all off just because they're clutter. I don't need to see right now. And yeah, you'll go ahead and be our researcher too. Okay. Let's try to get something going here at the very start. I thought I already unforbid those. Let's see, the main person for a gun was Sci-Fi. I think DV can also shoot. Nope. Let's see, we'll grab the knife. Wow. Alright. We have one person that can shoot. That was the only main thing I had to get there. There is structures throughout all of these mountains, which is very unusual. We're gonna build our base in this zone here, I think. You can't really leave too far from your base area just because it takes too long for people to walk around in this game. Might be interesting to like build way in there, but I don't think we have enough dedicated time. This shit's scary. There's a hydrothermal here, which is kind of what I've been looking at. And build a wall kind of blocking this off here. It's not a perfect place to build. This is a little bit better. Decisions. You only get this decision once, basically. Once you're settled in, you're really settled in on this game. It just takes too long to move around. Yeah, it's basically between this place and this place. This place is just nicer because it's not on a diagonal. I can kind of box it in a little bit easier. This place is on, the entrances are kind of on diagonals here, so it's a little bit less defensible. I think I have to go down here based on that. It's unfortunate because there's a little bit more pre-made building kind of stuff over here. It'll be okay. Where do we want to start from? Do I want to... No, I don't think I want to block this off completely. That would be a pretty bad idea. Although if anyone just appears here, we're going to be in trouble. Sorry, I'm bad with decision making. I think we're going to wall off like up here, but there'll be ways in and out and down here as well. I prefer to just have 2 ways in. I guess I could still like block this one off and keep this one open perhaps. Or vice versa. I think it makes more sense for it to be this one though. This creates a little bit of a longer walk. Okay. But we have to get some basic stuff going here first. Where am I going to build my rooms? I think it makes sense to build them like into this zone here. So, growing person's going to start chopping down those trees. Miner is going to do this. And our builder. Let's see what's planned first here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, okay. Actually, don't need to dig this row out. Ooh, that's a little bit unfortunate though, huh? Okay. That's fine. 3, 5. This is where our primary wall is going to be. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 3 rooms. It's actually not 100% ideal here. I think he'll be fine though. I'm overthinking it. I always overthink things. Alright. Obviously there's going to be some oddity here until those spots get mined out. Just gonna start with bedrooms because that's always, well, first we need to start with. Alright, told them to get armed up, that's right. Alright, get the show on the road. Honesty's beds, of course they do. I'm going to try to get that done in one swift stroke. If I can avoid ever having to give them the debuff for sleeping on the ground, I'm always down to do that. Everyone's going to work together here to get these bedrooms up and going. Priority level 1. They are working together pretty well here. Like we have a good spread of skills as long as it took me to roll those skills. Oh geez, you're cleaning already? That's not good. That means you're really not useful for a lot of stuff. Oh, you can haul, but just there's nothing to haul right yet, right? Well, it is worth our time. Go ahead and also get started on our... no, there, so this can actually... I did this in my last base and it was actually pretty useful. It's all walled in. Something to be said for hauling stuff down, but it's not that important quite yet. Having a place to sleep is priority number 1. We are number 1. But it's RImworld. Fortunately, there's a lot of trees in this wall space here. Yeah, get the ceilings built. Oh, shit, they need a dumping stockpile. I don't want to bother with dumping it very far yet, so just kind of put stuff here. No corpses, just chunks, please. Oh, I guess they didn't need that because, right, you can actually move that stuff. That wall, okay, you're good. Furniture, beds. What are you doing, sci-fi? Don't clean back there, you have to walk over so many things. Are you just eating berries? You have packaged survival meals, you just have to walk really far away to get them. I guess that's why they ate the berries. Okay, got beds. Okay, good. Very good. This crap out of here, I don't want it in here. Okay, that's the bulk of the work. That was the emergency situation at hand, was to get that built. The rest of this is just icing on the cake, basically. We need more wood. And we also need a stockpile. It needs to be indoors eventually here. But eventually, I mean actually like very soon, because things have changed. With how stockpiles work, items deteriorate now. More than just food. But I'll just turn all this on for now. And everything stockpile, we do that from time to time in these kind of games. You guys are going down there to clean again, because you're idiots. It takes you so long to walk over all those humps, so I really wish you wouldn't do it. I think we have to end the episode here. A little bit unsure because it's a 2-part video that I have to stitch together. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed and have a good day.